Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to the second video of this new YouTube series about how to make bigroom. If you didn't check the first video, I recommend you to go first to that video and then come to this one, because in that video I show you how I get the melody and how I get the rhythm of the drop. Okay, and if you don't know it, I'm using my track Superman that got released the past 5th of October, and I'm using that track because I think it has pretty unique things, some things that I can show you and can help you. For example, it doesn't have a normal big room kick, okay? It has a bass line like impressive house or things like that. I have a vocoder on some vocals on the breakdown, and I create like a robotic vocal following the chords and all these things, and I think that is pretty interesting. And I decrease the tempo. I go from 128 to 110 to make like a moomatone drop. So I think it has pretty good things that I can show you and can help you. And well, in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how I made the build-up and the drop, and how to make the drop more groovier, with the drums and all these things. So guys, if you like this kind of tutorials, you already know what you can do. Just leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of these tutorials. Okay guys, so here we have the track, okay? In the previous tutorial I showed you how I got the bassline and the sub and the melody of the drop. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you, first to start with the build-up, what do I have on the build-up, and then what do I have on the drop. As I said in the previous tutorial, I'm not gonna show you how is the process of making that track, okay? I already showed you that on the how to make progressive house. I show you why I add those drums, how to EQ them, and all these things. In this one, I'm just gonna show you what I have, and maybe what effects and all these things, but not step by step. Okay, so the first thing in the build-up are just the snares, okay? I took this snare fill from Kashmir pack. But the problem is that some people can have used this build-up also on their track. So what I decided to do is make the same, but with other sounds, try to do more or less the same, and then have this one on the background. So I have this snare as main snare. As you can see here, it follows the snare of the Kashmir fill. And here I have this trap snare making this rhythm. That more or less is the thing, the effect that it has here, but with the snares. So if we combine the three together, so in the mix you don't really hear that much, this normal feel of Kashmir. And also here on these trap snares, what I did, just pan them, okay, to the side. So first are on the right, then on the left, and then here they go right, left, right, left. So I add more movement to this snare build-up. They go to one bus where I have just a volume shaper, because in the second part I have the kick going together with the snares on the build-up. So what I decided to do is just cut the beginning to leave more space for the transient of the kick, and nothing crazy. They go to one bus where I have a reverb, and that's the final result. Then I have this fill. There are two different fills by G Max pack. This one and this one. So I combine them together. And then I don't have anything crazy, I have the leads with filter going up, repeating just the first bar of the melody. To this I use a filter I liked a lot. It's called DJM filter. Is the filter of the DJM mixers, and you have here some resonance. So what I do here is decrease the resonance, because otherwise it's gonna sound too much, and with too much resonance, of course. And then I just have the vocal by Zengwald from his pack. Jump, 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 jump. Jump in the air like Superman. And then I just have some effects, some downlifters and subs. This wrist bass is increasing. Then here I have all these uplifters. And then these are just the reverb of the leads. You go to the melody, you take just the first note, okay? You add a lot of reverb to the master. This is the reverb of the leads. So now it sounds like this. You take Edison, and you record this. And here you have it. Then you just take out the reverb and nothing else. And if you want to reverse it, you can also do it. Because for example here, before the fill, I have also the leads but in reverse. Okay, so that's the build-up, and I'm gonna play it now so you can listen to it. But I'm gonna play from the track, okay, the mastered track, because otherwise maybe FL Studio starts crashing and all these things. Okay guys, so that was the build-up. Now I'm gonna show you the drop. On the drop I have a lot of layers for the kick. Okay, this is the main top kick. I added this one too to give a bit more attack, and this one is just for the highs. So now they together sound like this. And then I add this sub, but as I thought I needed a bit more sub, what I decided to do is put this one, and all together sound like this. Maybe you recognize all of these drums because I used them on the tutorial about how to about the ear candy. Okay, so just really quick, I have the kick, some claps, some rides, and some percussion. Here I added some trap snares to make it a bit different. And then we have the sub on the bass line, as I showed you in the first tutorial. At the middle of the drop, what I decided to do is, instead of just stopping here or with the kicks, you know, because normally you have all of this with kick, and then here you don't have kick, and then you have all of this with kick. What I decided to do is stop one bar before, and what I have is this fill, okay, going from pitch, okay, I pitch it up and then it goes down. Okay, so it's a bit different. Then I just have the leads, okay, this is not used, this is just the leads exported, so it doesn't crash when I'm working on it. Then I have some stabs, okay, 3 different stabs. I have this one, I have this one, and this one. So they together sound like this. That's the thing you have to have in mind. They are not 3 stabs that are more like this, more or less the same. Okay, this is more like a brass stab, normal brass. But this one is like a really distorted bass shot, you know. And then this one is like a wobble stab, you know, like in G House or thing like that. Then here I have some random effects that I use also in the ear candy that are just to add more things to the track and make it more interesting. So if we play this with all the percussions up here, okay, it sounds more interesting, you know, in every 2 bars. And also, to what I decided to do to add more ear candy is add here a vocal I took from a video, a really famous video. Probably you recognize it. I just put it here and here. There's something different, you know, and people maybe recognize this, so it's like, hey, I recognize this vocal, you know. Then what I decided to do is just fill up the spectrum, you know, and the track. Normally you just add some crashes, some downlifters, like here, you know. Maybe here I have also a sweep up, you know. But what I decided to do also is that other things, okay? These vocals are following the bass line, okay? I export this, so it's in a WAV file, but it isn't like that. Really, it is just a vocal shot, and what I say to this is pitch them up and down to follow the bass line. And then here it goes down. and up. Exactly like in the bass line. I also decided to put some shouts. Okay. These shouts makes the track more groovier, you know, it adds more rhythm to the sound. And then here's some white noises to make it sound brighter. And what they have is one to the left and this one to the right because this sound is mono. So I put them to the sides. And then here the second one I reverse it because if you have a mono sound, you clone it and you put one to the left and one to the side, one to the right, you're gonna have the mono signal again, you know, because you have the same thing. So if you reverse one of them, as they are different now, you're gonna create this stereo effect, you know. And I forgot to say that here I also have the vocal, but I cut it a bit. Like Superman. And well, that's the drop. I'm gonna play just the second part of the drop with the track, of course, so it doesn't crash. I'm gonna play from here. Like Superman. And then here what I decided to do is I have like a little bridge where the tempo goes down with this automation, okay? As you can see here, it has 128 BPM, and then here it has 110. And I have like a moombotron drop, but I'm gonna explain this in the next tutorial because I want to explain you really well how to change the tempo and all these things. So it's better to do a tutorial just about this. So you know what to do, guys. Just subscribe and you're not gonna miss this tutorial. And well, guys, I hope this tutorial helped you. You know, in this part there are no really crazy things, just maybe some things that makes the track groovier, you know, as I show you in the how ear candy tutorial. I recommend you to go and watch that because it's gonna help you a lot to get more quality on the tracks. And guys, I want to say that tomorrow, 22nd of October, I'm gonna release a track on Review Recordings together with Luca Testa, and the singer is Philip Mata. It's a really awesome track. It would be awesome if you could just support it, you know, stream it on all the platforms, or buy it, or just like it, or share it, or comment on SoundCloud or wherever, you know. It would be super awesome if you can support it, and you're gonna help me a lot. And nothing else. As I said, the next tutorial is gonna be about the tempo. The following one is gonna be probably about the vocoder, and then last one about how to make the intro, outro, maybe mastering or things like that. Okay, guys? So nothing else. Like, comment, subscribe, all these things. Share this video, and guys, see you in the next video.